Hello everybody, welcome back to Noita Everyday. So, we completed the 34 orb run, basically on a live stream. You can go check that out in the live stream section. I'm actually not sure how YouTube does that, but go look at it. There's we ended up spending like 2 entire streams that were like 2 hours long trying to position ourselves correctly for one thing. And then the final one, we did it in about half an hour. We actually finally did the final part of it, which means we're done. We finished another 34 orb run. Technically another for me, but it's the only one that I've done live. It's the first one ever, was done before I started this series with some pretty god tier luck, I must say. I was way worse at the game back then. It was still possible with the luck though. Can't believe I parried that guy first try too. I must be getting better at that. Now it just makes me want to parry more, so you know. Probably should be mindful about that. I have a save file, by the way, saved of just before the end of that 34 orb run, where we pick up the orb and go to the end of it, so I can just go back to that in case I ever need to. Oh, frick, I blew myself up. You'd think I'd stop doing that at some point, but no. It just keeps happening. I have to be stupid. Otherwise, the world would fall apart or something. I don't know. Ah, frick! I need to stop being so stupid, though. the human can have a little bit of cyanide as a treat. I'm reminded of a conversation I had earlier today. Eating food with some folks, with the family. And the topic of technically cyanide doesn't taste like almonds, but almonds taste like cyanide. And I think that's funny because that's not really how we generally classify tasting things. Like, no. We classify stuff like, I think it's beryllium tastes like sugar because of its funny structure. And yet we call cyanide its own taste in comparison to almonds for some reason. Which, why? Like, it's for specifically bitter almonds have the same taste as cyanide, or a very similar one. So why do we make cyanide the more, like, why do we prioritize it when otherwise we don't prioritize stuff like that? Is it because it's a poison? There are lots of other poisonous things that we don't say it's got things of the taste of sometimes. Especially considering cyanide is, like, pretty unique in that it appears in almonds. I guess it appears in some other stuff too, but it's best known for that almond thing. And maybe cherry pits, but I don't think that one's super true. Or more accurately, it is true, just not, like, as concentrated as people say it is. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, guess I better go find something else. Either a pheromone potion or a lot of oil. Which, speaking of a lot of oil, there's a lot right there. So if we can get over there somehow without destroying it, we got some free oil. Eh? America, frick yeah, stealing other countries' stuff. Actually, no, that's more British. Oh, hi guys. I'm just gonna drown them. Armies on their way to suffocate. It works. You can drown them to death. But you yourself can also drown pretty easy, so don't. Frick! Fire! Okay, we got enough oil. Some of it's water, but that's fine. Wait, no! Got filled with water. I'm out of bombs, so I have to slowly empty it out. Ugh. Free crap. yeah. What do we have? Oh! It's actually a lot of potentially useful stuff. Unfortunately, it's guaranteed to be a shuffle wand, but that's not too much of a problem, I think. Alrighty. What to say today? There are many words inside my brain. All of them don't want to be said, though. I know, I'll use this treasure chest to clobber them to death. Never mind. I'll just drown them. Because that seemed to work last time. Oh my gosh, is it actually going to work again? They're drowning. These poor Hamis. What is this potion? Levitation. These ones don't seem to be suffocating, so I'm just gonna... Oh, okay, well. They get to live this time. Teleport. Laser beam. Lots of real useful spells here. And blood rain. Why not? Might as well. Melee immunity, too. Can't complain. That's lots of useful stuff. I'll take randomness. It's not too useless. Okay, time for coal pits. Hi, Rota. I want to parry you. Nice. I don't think I managed to reflect it that time, but, you know. Still gotta practice. Oh, I have melee immunity. I'm stupid. I guess I'll just have to kick them to death normally. Can't practice parrying if you're already immune to melee damage. You can still parry, it's just, like, harder to know when you've successfully done it. Other than the enemy taking an F-load of damage. Get back here! I'm not in your territory yet. Now I am, but, you know. Wasn't before. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ah, the lore of Minecraft, where souls are the basis of all magic. Seriously, I'm not joking. I could talk about that for hours on end, but I think for today I'll talk about the Warden because I feel like it. So we know he appears inside of ancient cities specifically. Well, technically not specifically. He appears throughout the entirety of the what are they called? Freaking deep dark biomes. But he's also called a mourner by a couple of by specifically one pottery sherd which depicts the face of the Goober himself. And the only possible reason I can think of this is because the skulk itself contains the soul of anything that's killed near it, or at least killed near a skulk catalyst. We see this in the form of the skulk growing and taking all experience points that normally would drop from an enemy there. And instead getting turned into, of course, skulk blocks, which is surprisingly useful. Also, we got a special rare modifier, biomodifier, which makes everything way, way harder for us. Because invisible enemies is not fun to deal with. Please stop being alive! That'll do. In any case, perhaps the Warden is not actually some kind of monster, but rather maybe a being created to defend the graves of the long dead. And, you know, as Minecraft's creatures go, such like the Wither, something went wrong, and it got out of control. I didn't think he would be over there. There isn't too much else to say about the Goober himself, though, since the Warden is pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. He's just there to defend the entire city. He's the last defense measure that's left after they're all dead or gone. In any case, that's all for today's episode of Noita Daily, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a ta-ta-ta? Do the usual things, liking and subscribing. Yes, go check out 34 Orb Run. It was painful to do the last parts of it, but it was really fun. Might still screw around with that world, who knows. In any case, most importantly, have a nice day. Bye.